Welcome to phystica. Let me start with a simple question. When was the last time someone made you feel wanted, not needed, not useful, but genuinely wanted? If your brain just paused for a second, congratulations, you're human. Because the need to feel wanted isn't weakness. It's wiring. We don't talk about this much, but feeling wanted is one of the quiet engines of human behavior. Not money. Not success. Not even love alone. Feeling wanted. That feeling that says, you matter here. You belong. You're not just filling space. Think about it. You can be busy all day, surrounded by people, messages, notifications, and still feel invisible. Because attention isn't the same as being wanted. Your phone battery gets attention too. That doesn't mean it feels special. From childhood, this need shows up early. Kids don't just want toys. They want their parents to notice them. That's why a kid will repeat the same story 5 times, louder each time, until someone says, "Hey, I'm listening." That habit doesn't disappear when we grow up. We just dress it better. As adults, the need to feel wanted gets sneakier. We say, "I don't care what people think." But then we check who viewed our story. We say, "I like being independent." But we feel low when no one texts first. It's not hypocrisy. It's humanity. One big mistake we make is confusing being needed with being wanted. Being needed means you're useful. Being wanted means you're valued. You can be needed at work, in family, even in relationships, and still feel emotionally empty. Here's a simple example. If someone calls you only when they need help, that's being needed. If someone calls you just to hear your voice, that's being wanted. Same phone. Very different feeling. This is why some people stay in bad relationships. Not because they're happy, but because at least someone wants them sometimes. And the human brain is wild enough to choose inconsistent warmth over complete silence. Feeling wanted also affects how we perform. People don't burn out only from hard work. They burn out from feeling replaceable. If you feel unseen, unappreciated, or easily replaceable, motivation quietly leaks out. And yes, social media made this need louder. Likes, comments, views, they don't just boost ego. They simulate being wanted. That's why a post with no engagement can weirdly ruin your mood, even if you pretend it didn't. Here's a little humor, but it's true. You could get 10 compliments in real life. But one ignored message online will live rent-free in your head. The human brain is dramatic like that. But here's the deeper layer. Sometimes we chase being wanted because we don't feel wanted by ourselves. When you don't value your own presence, you outsource that job to others. And that's exhausting. That's also why rejection hurts so much. Rejection doesn't just say no. It whispers, "You're not wanted here." And the brain takes that personally, even when it shouldn't. Now here's an important truth most people skip. Wanting validation is normal. Depending on it for your worth is dangerous. When your sense of value comes only from being wanted by others, you become adjustable. You shrink. You overgive. You tolerate things you shouldn't. Just to stay wanted. And slowly, you forget what it feels like to be chosen without performing. Healthy connection doesn't make you beg to be wanted. It reminds you that you already are. Unhealthy connection makes you work for basic presence. So what do we do with this need? You don't kill it. You don't shame it. You understand it. Start by noticing where you feel wanted naturally, where you don't have to chase, prove, or impress. Those places matter. And equally important, learn to want your own company. Not in a fake, "I don't need anyone" way. But in a calm, grounded way where your worth doesn't disappear when no one is watching. Because the goal isn't to stop wanting connection. The goal is to stop abandoning yourself just to feel wanted. At the end of the day, the human need to feel wanted isn't about attention. It's about belonging. And the healthiest form of belonging starts inside, then flows outward. So if you've been craving that feeling lately, don't judge yourself. You're not needy. You're not broken. You're just human. Welcome to phystica, where we don't shame emotions. We understand them.